redive.
My shoulder. Well, what a great way to start part 2 of episode 22 of Princess Connect. Anyways, what's going on, guys? It is I, Logan here, and welcome back to episode 22 of Princess Connect. Alright, so we're back again, and you guys know we're gonna tackle Hiyori again, because like in part 1 of episode 22, we're gonna tackle Hiyori again. 6-star Hiyori. Now I got the team, and I'm gonna keep this stuff on auto. I think having this on auto really helps out. Though in the beginning, we want to have auto off. It's one of the things I've learned in the hard way. You want to have auto off in the beginning. Until one character has their ultimate, or should say Union Burst active, that's when you start putting it on auto, which in this case is Hiyori. Since we're doing 6-star Hiyori, we're fighting against the 6-star variant of the Hiyori while using her 5-star to try and claim victory. But that is very hard, because the 6-star variant of Hiyori is a lot stronger than my Hiyori, and essentially, her 6-star variant will eventually kill my 5-star Hiyori, which is very annoying. Also, the 3 green healing drones in the back literally pack the enemy Hiyori with a ton of TP, which is very annoying. So you want to try and get rid of the front line first before moving over to the back line, which is usually the weakest line. They may have a ton of health, but it's usually the weakest line out of all of the lines. So you want to make sure you take care of those first. You want to take care of the front line first, and once you've done that, you can move over to the back line, unless you have someone like Tamaki, who can instantly take care of the back line, which is going to be very useful. Though if you are going to go for a physical damage dealer like Hiyori, I would really suggest going for Yui first. Or Kokoro. Yui and Kokoro are 2 of the characters you will need in the first place, though I highly suggest going for Yui. A healer is incredibly important in these 6-star battles. If you're going to go for a healer, at least go for Yui. She has a physical barrier that can block all of the damage, so none of your characters will get damaged, which is one of the positive things about 6-star Yui. You do want to make sure you own her. If you own yourself 6-star Yui, you're pretty much good to go. Though, if you really want to try and get Supreme, I'd say put Kasumi in the team, Nenika, Princess Pecoline, and of course, having 6-star Yui. Because, well, Hiyori's going to be locked into battle. On the first enemy. Now Kasumi, what she does is she actually debuffs the backline with the magic, so meaning Nenika will have a much bigger opportunity to destroy the backline, which is something you really need. Kasumi's also known to confuse her enemies pretty easily with a specific move. That way she'll force the enemies to turn around and face their own kind. Oh, damn it. Bye. I'm making a video. Sorry about that. We're back. Yeah, it's not going to be it for this one, because I'm pretty sure I used the ultimates way too late. You do want to make sure you have Nenika on the team, because she can multi-damage enemies really easily. It's going to be so useful. Especially in the late fights, though in this one I'm not going to get it. Very sad. I do say though, this strategy can work sometimes if you time the ultimates early. If you use character ultimates early, you have a higher chance of keeping some of the ultimates you want at the end of the battle. That is what I'm mainly going for here. I think like at the last 30 seconds, I put it on auto, unless Kasumi's ultimate's close to ready, then I keep that at hand. So beginning, I just instantly turn that off. These will go just like all the other battles. You guys know all the other battles we've done. Let's skip forward. Now, what the bad thing is about skipping forward is it won't be able to, like, let you instantly be able to use your moves whenever you want to. Because the thing is, the battles go so fast, it's just not going to be useful at all. So you want to time your ultimates as much as possible. If a character starts to attack, let them attack. Especially when it comes to Neneka. Neneka and Princess Pecorine are two of the many characters you need to let them fight. If you don't let them fight, you're not going to win. This is one of the many reasons why you want to keep them alive. With Princess Pecorine having a special damage barrier. And let's see, Neneka just did her crystal attack again to do some extra damage. So I didn't use her ultimate yet. Another thing to note is whenever you get a 6-star character, you cannot change their Union Burst back to what it was before. So like instance for Pecorine, if you want to have Princess Strike again, but it's on Princess Valiant, you cannot change that back to Princess Strike. It's not possible. Possibility is not there. People say it doesn't matter what rank your Kasumi is. To me, it does matter. But you guys play however you want. If you want to keep your like Kasumi rank 11 or something, rank 9, that's okay. That's just you do you. Though I do suggest getting all the characters on 5-star first before you handle a 6-star battle. So, as you can see, I only have 3 4-stars on my team. And a 6-star, which obviously the only 6-star I have is Yui. AKA the best of the healers out there. Yet again, Neneka gotta do her crystal attack. We need her to do that. It's also useful to have Yui at hand because when you have her 6 stars, she puts like some boosting onto your allies of the team, which is really useful, and it does help out a lot when it comes to these battles. Not only that, but the strength of the healing bots in the back gets reduced by a lot. So what I'm doing right now is I'm keeping Neneka her ultimate ready until we get to a bit more of the end. Which right now Neneka her ultimate is in perfect condition. But we're using it right now so we can do some more damage with the clone for Neneka. And that early clone attack seemed to have really helped out. You also want to make sure you spam certain characters as well for their ultimate, like Kasumi for instance. And we almost had that. You know, if it were for me, I could have left Princess Pecorine her ultimate ready until the end, but I didn't. You want to make sure you use any ultimate at any possible time. That is, at least to me, the best I can do. It also helps if you don't lay on your bed all the time. To let your shoulders and your back hurt. Really annoying. Try to let my arms lay on my knees. Kinda helps me, but at the same time it doesn't. Which is quite annoying. I'm not gonna lie. Now for this one, I'm not letting Hiyori attack whatsoever. I'm only using her ultimate as soon as I get it. Which, well, Hiyori only has about like 3 turns to live, and then she dies. Very sad. It's for the first time Hiyori is beat at early game. It quite surprises me. Now, because we already have Hiyori halfway, you should never feel confident when it comes to these types of battles, especially the 6 stars. You never know where you're going to end at 1 second, someone's ultimate gets ready, and there's a tiny slither of health left from the enemy, and you don't reach it. That's happened to me in the last part of episode 22. If I'm not going to be able to get 6-star Hiyori this episode, I might have to make a part 3. I know it's going to be very annoying, but I'm going to make as many parts as possible until I get 6-star Hiyori. And trust me guys, I'm not stopping until I get her. If you're going to use someone like Magical Kasumi, I don't really recommend it, I guess? I mean, I haven't really properly used Magical Kasumi, but she does do quite some good damage. She's a damage dealer instead of a debuffer. But I do still prefer the debuffer Kasumi. Helps out way more. Remember, extra damage, it's important. It's also important doing like the tanks die. But yet again, every single bit of damage counts. I couldn't let Yui attack there because I really need the healing for Pecorin. We already took one of the drones down. Probably better for me to let Hiyori get hit by that sort of hypnosis attack. So that way she couldn't perform her ultimate. But because the fact that interrupted by Kasumi, we're not going to be able to get this one. But she also has a stunning move as well, which is going to be super useful. But this time I let Hiyori live a little longer, and that's generally not how I would do it. Yet again, letting my characters not deal enough damage feels like it just comes out perfect to me. Just spam Nanaka and then instantly boost in with Princess Pecorin. Decided to leave Princess Pecorin's ultimate until the finale. Usually turns out a lot better to me. Yet again, that last one is always left. Sometimes you want to save your ultimates, but the other times you just instantly want to use them at the same time. It's a bit of a card game with me. Could be a card game with you too, but if it's not a card game with you, then you're free to play. But if it is a card game with you, this can get quite challenging. Those are most notable. It's the best idea to have Kasumi on the team. She instantly stuns the targets as soon as she gets the open window, which is always her very first attack she does as soon as you go into a battle. She instantly stuns her enemies, which is really useful. Yet again, every single bit of damage counts. You want to make sure you hit every piece of damage until the best possible second. It had to do a little bit of earlier damage than before. Because of that, sometimes it turns out pretty good, and I can get Pecoline up to quite higher health. But other times it just ends up in Hiyori dying 9 out of 10 times, which pretty much happens all the time now. But the thing is, to me right now, it does not matter if Hiyori dies. What does matter is we beat this for her. Of course, once we get the Ray her battle, we're gonna have to use Ray, which mine isn't very strong. Still, you can get your characters up as strong as you want, but they at least need to be above level 130 to be able to beat a 6-star battle. It's the most important thing to me, at least. If you don't find that important, that's okay. But I find it very important. Second, I would notice enemies would have like physical debuffs. I would just instantly strike. Sometimes without physical debuffing, it's still pretty good to use Kasumi. Even though she won't be hitting the front lines in the Hiyori battle, it's still a pretty good idea to use her. I really recommend her during the late games as well. Using Kasumi in late game, to me, is probably one of the better options you can do. Probably one of the best options you can choose. But we do want to prevent Hiyori from healing from time to time. I'm gonna kill this drone with Pecoline's ultimate yet again. It's a game of card. Like a game of card with the ultimates to see when you strike right and when you strike wrong. You want to make sure you strike at any time at the right time. Striking at the wrong time can end up in very horrible situations. I just let Nenika waste her attacks, but that's not really all too good. It's also a really good idea to let Hiyori get stunned as well. Stunning a character kind of like lowers their magic defense, in this case for Hiyori. But you want to make sure you time the ultimates as best as possible, especially in these late game scenarios. I'm deciding to leave Pecoline's ultimate out a little bit later, which is exactly what I wanted. Turns out good sometimes, turns out bad, who knows. We all have different playstyles, obviously. Then Kasumi stunned the enemies this time was not a really all too good idea. Nenika won't be able to kill them in time. See, she was about to strike. As well for her clone at the same time. Just a big game of cards when it comes to this game. Like, you don't know when to strike, when not to strike. It's just difficult. The beginning game is always easy, but I do think it's probably a lot better if you have like someone like Tamaki on your team. She'll help out a lot, because she'll start taking care of the back mages with her blade that she uses, which it will instantly attack a mage that's in the back line, which is really useful. Anyways. And Nenika also debuffs her enemies with magical, with that pink magical crystal, which she then can do a lot more damage with the blue crystals. Which is basically her multi-area attack. I say as soon as Nenika did her crystal attack as her ultimate is ready, use it. But don't let those crystal attacks with the blue crystals go to waste. They are very, very useful. They do a lot of damage. Especially when boosted by Yui and combined with Kasumi. You're just overpowered. The one main thing Yui does, though, is she buffs the the physical defense. So when it comes to physical damage, when you have your ultimate ready, you wouldn't have to worry. Though, if you do have Summer Saren, I would highly suggest bringing her as well. Should be very useful for early game ults for Yui and Nemika, which would probably be able to shred the entirety of the enemy team. Yet again, if you're not feeling good like a tank, don't bring Hiyori alone. She's gonna get killed. Even if you have a very high Hiyori, she would still get wrecked. Yet again, now comes the ultimate. It's a game of cards again. I just like to use Neneka's ults certain times, as soon as I would find it's a good time to use them. Especially when it comes to the front line. Front line is one of the most important ones that you want to beat. I don't really use Pecoline, her ultimate, in the beginning that much. But when it comes to the late games, I would realize it is very important to use it. As soon as we stun Hiyori, I'm going to go ahead and use Kasumi's ultimate on the enemies for the last 20 seconds. Now we arrive at the last couple of seconds. This is where it's really going to go down. The last few seconds is what matters to me. They're the most important to me. I just let Nenika do her ultimate. We got it. Let's go! Whew, that took like 8 attempts, I think. Take a screenshot. Yes, I'm using a different way of screenshotting now. If you got a problem with it, just deal with it. Damage reports. And now we're ready. After a while, we can finally get 6-star Hiyori. I'm ready if you're ready, guys. Let's do it. My second 6-star. That is amazing. We got our second 6-star, Hiyori. We can also now get more stories. Man, that 6-star is flipping beautiful, man. I love it. Oh, dude, let's go back to the main page and just put Hiyori in there instantly. Data download required. Please stand by. Alright, but let's have a look at Hiyori's. Oh my god, dude, I'm so excited. Of course, we get some rewards. Getting 5 characters to rank 14. And of course, claiming 6-star Hiyori. Ooh, I'm happy. And I'm pretty sure I made a friend of mine happy too. Let's say we do a bit of gacha, because for Rei, I'm going to be grinding her shards. And there's our 1-star Hiyori. Just happy. Ooh, a gold. That's pretty good. And it's Suzuna. Yeah, side games, please. Make 6-star Suzuna. I don't want to wait anymore. Freaking cute. Ray is gonna be next, guys. You see her? Ray, she's gonna be next. The main reason why I'm doing this is I want to try and get as many physical characters as possible to then counter Yukari. I don't even find her. Yukari should be quite low. Yeah, here, Yukari. I want to try and counter her. She's currently on 4-star for me. And I'll try and get her 5-star. Hang on. It just makes me so happy to see Yui and Hiyori next to each other as 6 stars. It just makes me so happy. But you know what that means. We're gonna have to kick someone out of the team. Knows me, I'm sorry. But goodbye and hello, Hiyori. But this means I don't have to borrow another Hiyori anymore. Which means we're gonna have the full Twinkle Wish Guild. 6-star. Whew, I'm excited. I am really excited. Though, I think we're gonna let people borrow my Hiyori. Princess Pecorine, you've been so great. But Hiyori will now take your spot. And that is about it for this video, guys. Almost. This video will not be complete without checking out Hiyori, her 6-star Union Burst, which you've already seen. And I've used 6-star Hiyori quite a lot of times, but I haven't really showed you guys her yet. There we go. Whew. I am happy. My second 6-star. It means obviously you already dealt the most damage. Though anyways guys, I will see you all in the next video for Princess Connect, which will be on Sunday, where we take a look at the next Princess Connect event. Bye guys!